Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this cool looking Christmas engineer t-shirt, and I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to get started with print on demand on Kittl, and I'll also be showing you around along with the templates they have. Okay, now let's get started. Okay, so now starting off on Kittl, you want to go ahead and start off by creating an account. The accounts are free to make, but they're kind of limited in the terms of the templates you get access to and some of the design elements. And not to mention that when you export a design, it will be watermarked. So your best bet is to try to get a free trial or a discount code. Maybe even just try it out for a month and just subscribe to it. If you find value out of it, keep on subscribing to it. If not, then just cancel it. Me personally, I've been bouncing back and forth between Placeit and Kittl. But lately I've been using Kittl a lot more as they have a pretty robust selection of design templates and they look really high quality. One other feature that's really useful on here is the AI tools. So if you go right here, there's a bunch of AI tools that you can use along with the AI image generator. So I found that really valuable when it comes to making designs for print on demand. Sometimes I find that I kind of run out of ideas or run out of templates to look at on Placeit and Kittl when it comes to my specific niches that I'm making designs for. So sometimes the AI image generator comes in really handy. We're going to go ahead and start off by creating a new project up here. And I'm going to go ahead and go on to POD presets. Now I'm just going to go ahead and select the first one, Merch by Amazon dimensions, 4500 by 5400 pixels. And this will automatically also change the DPI to 300, making it really high quality. So click create. I'm going to go ahead and start off by naming this project. I'm going to call it Calculating Joy for a Happy Engineer. We're going to make a Christmas themed shirt today. Now I'm going to make this a black shirt, so I'm going to go ahead and just click on this background here. I'm going to click on this bubble under background color. I'm going to drag it all the way to the corner where it's black. Or you could just type in all zeros in the hex down here or in the RGB. So on the left pane over here, you want to go ahead and click text. And you could go with, expand this first. And you could go ahead and go with some of these fancy pre-made titles in here. But I'm just going to keep it simple and just add a headline. And we're going to click on the X. And you can't really see the text because it's so small. That's because our template dimensions are so large that this font size right here of 72 is really small. So a couple of things you could do is just enlarge that. I'm just going to type in 300 and enter. And I'm going to change the text color to a white. There we go. And I'm just going to click on the text. I'm going to drag to expand it. I'm going to move it somewhere up here. And you could go ahead and click on any of these corners right here. You'll see the diagonal arrow come up. So click and hold, and you could drag out to make the font bigger. And one thing I also like to always do is just right here, click on the center, and it centers it pretty nicely. So I'm just going to type in Calculating Joy. And I'm going to make it one line, so I'm going to drag out the side right here just to expand the width. Center it again. And now I'm actually going to change the font. So one other little trick that saves me a little bit of time too is I actually sometimes like making t-shirt slogans, like dividing it in half. So for instance, I'll have Calculating Joy up at the top, and then I'll have the other half for Happy Engineer, maybe down at the bottom over here, and maybe some sort of logo or element design right here in the middle. The reason I do that is because it's kind of a long t-shirt slogan. So if I were to have that all up here, it would just be in really small text. It will look something like that, for instance. So you want to make these fonts a little bit more readable on t-shirts. So I recommend going larger, portioning it out however you like to make it look better. And another trick is I also like to make sure my font is completely done exactly how I like it. And then once I do that, I copy it, Command C, and then Command V. And then now I could just drag it out and I'll have all my fonts already ready to go for this title as well. So that way it kind of saves me through going through the work twice of, choosing the font, the color, whatever other stuff I apply to the font. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Let's pick our font. So I had already picked the font earlier for this design. Okay, and now that I've chosen my font, And if you want to, you could go ahead and apply some effects to it. So that's going to be up here, the tab next to settings. And if you want to, you can go ahead and try some of these out, see if you like them or not. I actually think that looks pretty nice. So that was the line shadow effect, and I increased the offset a little bit. And okay, now that I'm done with this font, select it, and you can either right click, copy, or Command C. And you can just do right click, paste, or Command V. Now that that's pasted, you can just drag this down somewhere over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and type some of the rest of my t-shirt slogan in there. For a happy engineer. And I actually also had the Christmas in a different font below it. Copy and paste this. Drag it down. Gonna select the font, and I believe it was a Adventure font. That one. And we're gonna replace it with Christmas. Okay, that looks good. And I'm going to change the color. For the colors, sometimes I do like to work with a color palette. So for that, I go to colorhunt.co and I just typed in a Christmas palette. When I'm making for instance, like a Christmas theme shirts, I kind of stick with a palette sometimes, and it gives me really nice colors to work with. I really enjoy this screen right here, so I'm going to go ahead and just click it and it'll copy it. We're going to go back onto the Kittl. We're going to select Christmas, and we're going to make this green. So this font's obviously white, so you can just click on this white bubble right here under text color, and you can just replace it right here, paste the color code, enter, and it'll change everything in that text to whatever color you replace it with. So that's good. And then I'm going to actually take off the effects for this one. Okay, looking good. So that's all of our t-shirt slogan already on the design. So the only thing that's missing now is something to go in the middle here. So we're just going to go to the left pane, and we're going to click on elements, and I'm going to type in computer. So if you have the Pro access to Kittl, you get access to all of these elements, even the ones with the yellow crown on here. So they have plenty of elements to choose from. And you can even change the colors to these elements once you select them, which is really nice. It allows for a lot of customization with what they have on here. Okay, and once you find something you're happy with, go ahead and click it. And we're going to change the color. And another little trick I could show you is down here in the bottom, it'll show the document colors. So you want to kind of keep the colors consistent with your design. So instead of just choosing some random white value, I'm just going to go ahead and select the other white colors I've had on here already on the document. So there you go. Center it again. Just going to drag and then actually going to lower this a little bit down more. Make this a little bit bigger. Center it. Okay, so that's looking good. We're almost done. And one other detail I had is I put text inside the computer. It makes it look like it's coding or calculating or running some program. And I actually thought it would look good in this font right here that we have for the other titles. So I'm just going to copy and paste. I'm going to drag this down. I'm going to right click. And I'm going to move this all the way to the front. That way, when we position this text, it doesn't show up behind the computer screen. I'm going to remove the effect. And then I'm going to change the font color. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to make it smaller. And I'm just going to type some zeros and ones in here. Increase this letter spacing in there, make it look a little bit better. Kind of looks a little bit cramped right now. Okay, that's looking good. I'm going to delete one of those zeros. Okay, and I'm just going to copy and paste that. And move the second one a little bit down. I'm going to delete some of this stuff in here. That way it doesn't look too obvious that's repeated. And I'm move this over here to the left. Okay, that looks pretty centered. I think I need to move it a little bit to the left maybe. One other trick is if you want to move things together, you can always group them. So to do that, you just click on one, you hold down Shift and click on something else. So now you can see both of these lines are selected. And the next thing you want to do, you can either, hit Command G, or you can right click and you can hit group. So now when I click on either one of these lines, it'll show the box for both of them, and I can move them both at the same time without moving them individually. There you go. Now it's centered. All right, that's looking good. So the next thing we want to do is export it. So we're going to hit export on the corner. Download your design. Make sure this is good. 4500, 5400, 300. You want to make sure we check remove background, optimize quality, and we want to download this as a PNG. Okay, now that that's done, you can upload this to your print-on-demand account, so wherever you like. If you'd like to make a mock-up, Kittl has also this really cool feature right here where you can mock up your design on a t-shirt or any other product you'd like. I'm gonna click on mock-up. So yeah, we can see how it looks like right here on the plain shirt. Just check how it looks like on the t-shirt first. Just make it bigger. That's how it looks like. It looks pretty good if you ask me. We can also change the shirt color right here under mockup colors. We're going to leave that as is. Okay, we're going to download the copy of this. And we're going to preview it on the person as well. So let's just look for a template that we like. Okay, there it is. Looks pretty realistic. Yeah, the attention to detail is really good on this mock-up. Yeah, if you can tell, some of these folds in here, you can see the color of the titles is a little bit darker where the shadows are right here in the shirt. So it makes it look really realistic. Okay, I think I'm happy with that, and I'm just going to go ahead and download this as well. And that is about it. That's all I had for you today. I hope you have an opportunity to check out Kittl. If you're interested in checking it out, check in the description below for a link. And if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Thank you so much.